With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, Trackside. Once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series fires things off right here at the hallowed grounds. That's right, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard 200. Gonna test these drivers' mental skills. Gonna have to stay focused around this big 2.5 mile, well, it's a rectangle oval or an oval rectangle, depending on how you want to look at things here. Lots of history here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. One of these ISCC drivers looking to make history here tonight by walking away with the checkered flag. Track temperature 103 degrees here today in Indianapolis, Indiana. Might have a little bit of an effect on the tail end of these cup machines, but as we get ready Find out who's going to roll off of the starting line in that top spot. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from Trackside. And as these drivers begin to turn in those time laps, we'll get rid of that track information for you. Go ahead and throw the timing and scoring up to the left-hand side. Gonna be a long night here tonight for these drivers. 80 laps scheduled here tonight in the Brickyard 200. So let's go ahead and get you your qualifying standings so far. Fast time tonight belongs to that 12 Toyota of Ryan Ferraro, taking the Pump and Dump Clothing Company qualifying award for the time being. He's gonna get knocked off the top spot. Adam Westfield, quick time here at Indy. Adam Westfield gonna go top of the speed charts as the music slowly begins to fade away in the background. Time begins to tick off with the stopwatch. Only a minute and a half remaining here in qualifying, so it's going to be hard pressed for a lot of these drivers to get out there and lay down a fast time. Aaron Kralik now going to take the top spot away. A 53:39 fast time for Kralik. Kyle Rochelle still out on his first flying lap. Dalton Tucker also out there on track. And speaking of Tucker, he's going to go straight to the top of the board. Tom Sinchek looking to check in at the front of the field. The 23 Chevy Z01 Camaro going to run a 53:02, a full tenth faster than his competitors. Can Sinchek walk away with the pole award here tonight? Less than 60 seconds now remaining to decide who will roll off in that pole position. Sinchek gonna lay down the fast time, 53:02. Dalton Tucker right on his heels on his second flying lap. Matthew Johnson, newcomer here tonight, he's yet to put in his time lap. Kyle Rochelle still struggling to lay down a fast time. We've seen Rochelle at the front. Will he get enough time to put down a time? It looks like Tucker's gonna steal it right towards the end. 52:89, only driver to break in that sub 53 second category. So big tip of the cap to that 24 machine of Dalton Tucker. And well, with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for qualifying. Dalton Tucker will start from the pole position, and we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Head back trackside for your national anthem and starting lineup. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave
And back trackside as drivers begin to roll off of the starting grid. Pace car will begin to creep a little bit forward. And with the bells in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Brickyard 200 for the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series, taking the top spot. Qualifying with a fast time of 52.89, the 24 of Dalton Tucker. Lining up just to his outside in the 23 machine, always fast, is Tom Sinchek. Aaron Kralik, Kyle Rochelle back in row number 2. Row 3 here tonight, 17 of Adam Westfield will roll off right beside his North Star Designs teammate Thomas Walter. Kerry Trebu and Isaac Mock making up row number 4. 51 Max Motorsports machine of Max Fon are going to start inside row number 5. And rounding out your top 10 here tonight will be the 45. Previous race winner, can he get back to victory lane at the Brickyard? The 45 of Patrick McClendon. Ryan Ferraro and Jesse Thornick back in row number 6. And in row number 7 here tonight, rounding out the field for the Brickyard 200, that'll be the 9 of Sean Huffstutler and the 04 of Matthew Johnson. That's going to do it. That's going to wrap up your starting lineup, and we're going to get ready to roll as the pace car gets ready to make that left-hand turn for the first time. We're going to get ready to drop the hammer for the first time. Here we go. Music goes. We're in the restart zone. And on the gas, green flag flies for the first time here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You'll already notice last week's race winner at Charlotte Motor Speedway not in the field here tonight, so we will have a no shot at a back-to-back chance to victory lane. Cedric Hunter not with us here tonight, so Hunter going to victory lane for the second time this season. Last week at Charlotte, not in the field here tonight. That's going to open up the door for one of these other previous race winners to possibly get their second win, or will we see another fresh face into victory lane? Dalton Tucker trying to make sure that happens here tonight. Team Watson Racing up front. That fast Ford Mustang looking good so far here tonight. We'll work our way off of turn number 4 back down the front stretch, and this will complete lap number 1 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Long single file train of cars gonna cross the line, continue to try to chase down Tucker at the front. Sinchek gonna sit in second, right where he qualified. Your top 4 all stagnant right now, but inside making a move. Here comes Kyle Rochelle. Rochelle looking to the inside of Kralik. That's going to be for 3rd and 4th position. There you can see now the 21 of Rochelle. Really what a shot. He's going to try to make his way up and around. And how about that sweet machine? Thomas Walter. The AWS sponsorship across that 57 North Star Designs machine here tonight. North Star Motorsports coming out with some great looking wraps here at Indy. And if you're looking for some wraps, if you're in the game for a paint scheme, you can look to the stars. Look to North Star Designs. A little bit early here tonight to think about fuel strategy just yet. These drivers do have 3 extra sets of tires here tonight, but I think they're going to be able to stretch the fuel and possibly pull this off on just a 2-stopper. I don't think we're going to have a 3rd stop here tonight. I think the fuel mileage is going to work in the favor for some of these teams. As everybody knows the tale, nobody really making many moves here tonight. Biggest mover so far is Patrick McClendon. There you can see McClendon hanging on to the to the back end of this front pack in that Monster Energy number 45 machine. The Toyota Camry running well here tonight. 51 of Max Fonner trying to make a move around Isaac Mock. That's going to be for a spot inside the top 10. Fonner looking down to the bottom. Not quite able to get there just yet, but he is on his way around. There goes that 04 of Matthew Johnson. He'll take away the position from the 12 of Ryan Ferraro. Ferraro going to drop one spot here early tonight. Lap number 4 underway. Stepping away is your race leader, man. Shot out of a cannon here tonight. Almost a 2-second advantage. The fastest Ford on the track here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Dalton Tucker out to a 1.8 second advantage. He's starting to stretch his legs at the front. Bonner was able to finally complete the pass, so that battle's going to dissipate just a little bit. Big run off a corner exit for that Napa Auto Parts machine. The number 9 of Sean Huffstutler back tail end of the field. 14th position for Dow. Looking to just kind of hang around and be there at the end. And how about the battle right here? Chasing him down the track. Kerry Trebu trying to find a way to get around. Adam Westfield just not able to do anything with him at the moment. And what has happened to Tom Sinchek? Sinchek dropping like a rock right now. The 23 machine stuck on the high side. There you can see the late apex driver dropping 3 spots now. Started outside pole position, held listed in 5th. Sinchek going the wrong way. So we're starting to see small packs begin to develop here tonight. And really with that, we gotta ask ourselves, is it all part of a fuel strategy game? Could these drivers, and I know I said about 2 laps ago, it's a little early to think about fuel mileage, but think about this. If you're able to kind of, if you're Sinchek right now, you're running 3/4 throttle, the drivers behind you are running less than 3/4 throttle, and you're able to keep pace and keep speed with those lead 3 drivers in front. That's going to vote well for how many laps you can stay out. You may be able to extend the run 1 or 2 laps, and by the time you stop twice, well, that means you went about 8 to 10 laps further than these guys on fuel, so you're going to have much fresher tires at the end of the race. And here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, fresh tires, a very big deal. Working our way through turn number 4. We'll come back across the stripe this time. Lap number 7 now on the board. Now looking to the bottom is that 17 of Adam Westfield. Westfield looking to take away the 5th position and move into the top 5. Right where he qualified here tonight. So dropped 1 spot. Westfield looking to get it back. All over the tail end of Sinchek, giving him a fit right now. Let's go a little further up through the field. Let's check out this battle right here. Top spot on the track. Stepping away from everybody, so the heated battle for the drivers at the front will be between Kyle Rochelle, the late apex number 21 of Kyle Rochelle, running in second. Aaron Kralik right there behind him, nice and clean in that time machine. Oh, close to that outside wall. Working off of turn 4 will complete lap number 7. Lap number 8 now underway. Aaron Kralik trying to fight for that 2nd spot and trying to reel these drivers in is that AWS North Star Designs Toyota Camry of Thomas Walter. Walter with a great run so far, up 2 positions from where he qualified, so he's on his way to the front. Biggest mover of the race. Let's go back and show Matthew Johnson. Great job so far here. Johnson doing very well, grabbing 4 positions. And I know it may sound, it's only 4 positions, Dave, but 4 positions at Indianapolis Motor Speedway is a big deal. You really got to pick your passes. You really got to think ahead. It's almost like a chess match here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Really just a one-line racetrack for these heavy cup cars. You really just want to have that driving line into each of the corners. Yeah, you can get 2 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide on these front stretches and back stretches if you really want to. But you're all going to funnel down into 1 lane into the corners. So passing at a premium, you really kind of set that pass up, get the run and make it happen. And we'll see how many laps it takes Johnson to take another spot or two here tonight as we'll go back up in the field. Battle for that 5th position. Heating up just a little bit now. Tom Sinchek still holding on to 5th. Adam Westfield right there now with Kerry Trebu right behind him. And speaking of this battle, what do you say we go take a look off inside the number 23 machine? There you can see Tom Sinchek. Nice Halloween demon helmet on here tonight. Big props and appreciation to the 23's crew, allowing us to put a couple of these onboard camera shots. We'll get a shot off of the rear deck lid just above the roof, looking back at that Toyota Camry. Little scrape of the wall there for Sinchek. It's not going to hurt him though, but he carried Trebu right there behind him. Slowly but surely, Patrick McClendon's bringing that Monster Energy 45 into the mix as well. So this is going to be a 4-car battle here very shortly. We'll jump back outside of the car. Matthew Johnson not too far off of that, bringing Max Funner right along with him. But the man out front, you can already see the race lead 10 laps into tonight's race, and he's got himself over a 2-second advantage. He can start to really, oh my gosh, did you see Kyle Rochelle hanging it sideways at a turn number 4? Sliding all 4 tires, almost took a trip down pit road. Rochelle white knuckle racing moment right there. Driver may need a new fire suit after this one. Good recovery there by Rochelle. He's going to say, Nate, ain't no way you ain't getting the spot. You're going to have to work your way around me. The AWS 57 of Thomas Walter going to close in for that 3rd position. We'll have a slight little battle here, 3rd and 4th on the racetrack as 5th and 6th continues to be a hot spot here. Adam Westfield finally able to make his way by Tom Sinchek. Kerry Trebu also going to pick up the position as Sinchek now falls back to 7th. That's going to be 5 spots from where he qualified tonight. So Sinchek having a little bit of a rough go with some of the mid-race pace already here tonight. Lap number 12 now underway. Let's take a look at this Max Motorsports number 51 machine. Max Fonner tail end of this. I believe it's about our 3rd pack, 2nd pack, I apologize. A little bit stretched out into this 2nd pack, but he's trying to hold on to the draft of Matthew Johnson, keep him in contention. You can see already a 2-second disadvantage for Isaac Mock and Ryan Ferraro back in the background. You can see those 2 drivers just kind of hanging out, biding some time right now. Sean Huffstetler was able to pick up a position on the 14 of Jesse Thornick. Thornick going to drop 2 spots back to 14. We'll jump around the track just a little bit. Let's go see what we can see. How about the 17 of Adam Westfield right here running in that 5th position? Finally able to get back to where he qualified here tonight. So can he make his way forward from this point on? Looking to run down his North Star Designs teammate Thomas Walter in front of him. Walter running at 4th. Westfield 5th. Trebu, Sinchek, McClendon, Johnson, and Fonner will round out your top 10 here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 200. That's right, 200 miles around the track here tonight. 2.54? Somewhere, yeah, okay. They told me close enough, 2.54 mile track here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So 80 laps, the official scheduled distance. Driver's gonna do upwards of 200 miles on track here tonight. It's a big moment in front. Ooh, Kralik sideways. We caught it out of the corner of our eye, working off the turn number 4. Kralik almost had to pick up some pieces. Just about a quarter of the way through tonight's race, and as we already mentioned, passing at a premium here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And I want to take a moment to visit some of the point standings. We'll get to that just a little bit later on. We'll bring you up the graphics, let you view it for yourselves. But we will have to wait for a caution flag to fly. We're going to have to wait for a break in the action as we stay green flag racing here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Lap number 15 well underway out of the 80. Scheduled in tonight's official race distance out front after snatching the Pump and Dump Clothing Company Pole Award. Dalton Tucker has led every single lap here tonight. He's not looking back either. Now a 3-second advantage over second place. Dalton Tucker all but in another zip code. He may be checking out to Texas a little bit early here tonight, and not the bad way either. He may click it off with the checkered flag in his hand. Next week, we're going to head to Texas Motor Speedway, so that's going to be a fast track. Keep that one on your radar. Auto Club, followed by Atlanta Motor Speedway before the Thanksgiving holiday break. And these drivers take a week off, so some great racing action coming up here to about the midway point in the regular season. We do want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here tonight. While you're here, while you're at it, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy the content they bring you week in, week out, each and every Thursday night, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You know what to do. You know where to find it. It's right there on the left-hand side of your screen. Go ahead and drop these drivers that thumbs up. Almost a quarter of the way through the race, and the front of the field looks pretty much like it did when we rolled off of the starting grid. Aaron Kralik up one position. He's going to now be listed in second. Kyle Rochelle also picking up one spot. He'll move to third. Thomas Walter, 2 positions gained so far here, but by the time we put in, lap number 17 now on the board, Walter going to pick up 2 spots from 6th to 4th. Adam Westfield just holding serve in 5th. Kerry Trebu now running in 6th with Tom Sinchek dropping back in the mid-pack. Sinchek going to be listed in 7th. Close racing action off of turn number 2. Teammates going to go at it, and Westfield going to keep the position for now. This could get interesting. Back at the headquarters tomorrow morning, these 2 drivers get together. Times you can really make things happen, especially at restrictor plate races. But right now, if you get into your teammate, it's probably not going to go over well the next day. So we'll see if these 2 drivers are able to keep their hands to themselves. Let's look a little further. Aaron Kralik, he's made his way up and around Kyle Rochelle for that second spot about 10 laps ago. And now Rochelle starting to fight back. He's looking to take the position back away. And I tell you what, let's go on board. Inside, we do got an onboard camera shot. Let's take a look inside that 21 machine of Rochelle with our gyro cam here tonight. Get a little sense for how the track is pitched out there on the TVs. It all looks like it's a pretty flat track, but Indianapolis Motor Speedway does have some banking. Maybe not quite as significant as a lot of places, but it does indeed have some banking. You can see right here as he looks to the inside. This is where you got to make that pass. If he doesn't make this pass here, it could be big time trouble. Kyle Rochelle could lose a little bit of ground here. They're going to stay side by side, and there it is. Adam Westfield is there. He's arrived. These 2 drivers went side by side through not just turn 1, but turn 2 as well, and that brought Westfield right up into the mix. We've got a 3-car battle for the final 2 spots in your podium, and another 3 lined up right behind them, ready to pounce on anybody's mistakes. Will there be any mishaps? When will we see green flag pit stops come into play? 20 laps into tonight's race, as we've already mentioned, just about a quarter of the way through tonight's race. I mean, pit road. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother ball game. Pit road, fairly easy to navigate your way to, but going from upwards of 190 miles an hour down to, I believe, pit road speed here tonight. 55 miles an hour. Sorry, we do appreciate the correction there. 55 miles an hour is the pit lane speed. So just imagine trying to push for all you can, get all the speed you can and all the time you can, and get stopped in time to not get popped by those pit road police. We'll see if anybody gets a speeding ticket here tonight as Kyle Rochelle takes that second position back. Aaron Kralik now just trying to fight for third, a little loose off of turn number 4, and we got drivers to pit road. It was like it was on cue. It was like Thomas Walter and that 57 machine heard us. He's going to peel off of the track and down 4 fresh Goodyears and a full tank of gas. We'll see what the pit road delta is here very shortly as green flag pit stops have begun. Green flag pit stops have begun. Biggest battle on the track right now. We're going to stay right here with it. That's going to be for third and fourth on the racetrack. Aaron Kralik sitting in third. The 17 of Adam Westfield right behind him. Not too far off is Kerry Trebu. Tom Sinchek slowly starting to work his way back up into the mix. Sinchek taking 2 positions back. He's going to move from 8th now into 6th as Patrick McClendon going to bring that Monster Energy machine down pit lane. Matthew Johnson in the 04 will join him. So 3 drivers to make their stop already. But this guy right here, I mean, the one disadvantage that Tucker has right now is the fact that he's got no draft. He's got no help. He's going to be using more fuel than the drivers that are lined up nose to tail behind him. But I don't think it matters. He's been by himself the entire 2 laps that we've got in the bag as he begins lap number 23. So Tucker, I guess he doesn't care about fuel strategy. He cares about speed because he is absolutely gone. Almost a 5-second advantage. Dalton Tucker on rails here tonight. Take a look back further in the field. Let's go back to this battle right here. 16 of Isaac Mock going at it with the Max Fonner. They're going to battle for 7th and 8th off of turn number 2. Stay side by side down into turn number 3. Fonner on the outside trying to keep the engine wound up, keep the momentum going. Will he be able to keep the spot? I don't know if it's going to work out, and it looks like no, sir, not right now. Kyle Rochelle going to bring that 21 machine, the late Apex driver, to pit road this time around, and Fonner has trouble off of 4, and he's going to lose a ton of ground to Isaac Mock now. Mock barely completing that pass, or just completing the pass, and then Fonner washes up the track and gives up quite a bit of track time here. We'll take a look at everybody rolling off the pit road. Meanwhile, at the front, Kerry Trebu trying to break his way into a top 3 position. He's got Tom Sinchek right back behind him. Sinchek now going to move into that 5th position. So still slowly but surely bringing himself back up into the mix. So may have been a calculated move there by Sinchek to drop back in the field. He started outside a pole position, dropped all the way back to 8th during this green flag run, but has found a way to get himself back up into inside the top 5. Now running in the 4th positions, just 2 spots back from where he qualified. So I think some strategy being played here tonight out of that 23 Chevy Izio 1 Camaro. The late Apex driver going to try to sneak his way back up front. 25 laps into tonight's race, and we are on the cusp of your race leaders making this just a 2-stop race. They're going to need to get about 4 more laps. They're going to have to get about 30 laps to really make this strategy really work out for them. We'll see if they're going to be able to. I think it's going to be a tall task to get Dalton Tucker to complete that many laps out front all by himself. No chance at a draft during this entire green flag run. And Matthew Johnson with trouble. He's on the pit road and his hood's up there looking at the engine. We'll see if they get it fixed and get him back out there on track. So far, fastest pit stop of the night belongs to Kyle Rochelle on and off pit road, 49.42 seconds. So a great stop there by Rochelle. Everybody well into the 50s on their pit stops as the 51 Max Motorsports machine of Max Fahner going to check in on pit lane. Gaps starting to build, gaps starting to grow here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the Brickyard 200 for the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series, season number 6, race number 8. And it looks like, unless lightning strikes, we'll have a new race winner here tonight. This man in the Team Watson Racing setup Ford Mustang has been absolutely lights out all race long. You can see him right there working his way into turn number 4. Will he come down pit lane this time? That's going to be a big ask as well. Will he bring it down pit lane? And, well, we do apologize. He was working his way off of turn number 2. Closest and only battle on track is for 3rd and 4th. Adam Westfield and Tom Sinchek, they're going to go at it for the final spot on the podium. We're going to try to stay with your race leader for just a moment. We'll see if Dalton Tucker is going to bring that 24 machine down to pit road this time by. And no, he's going to stay out on track for at least another lap here. And now we'll join the battle between these 3 drivers trying to get a little bit of track the position if they can. As you can see, the 16 of Isaac Mock back off in the background. He's going to peel off the racing surface and head down pit lane. Lap number 28 now goes on the board. Whoa, big moment there for Westfield. And as he had a moment, did you see Sinchek? He almost got into the outside wall himself. So both of those drivers with a handful of these old tires. 14 of Jesse Thornick going to look to the inside. Thornick listed a 1 lap down after making his green flag pit stop. He's looking to find his way back onto the lead lap. Wise move there by the 17. He's going to just move a little bit out of the... Oh, my goodness. Sinchek sliding off of 4, and he's had enough. He's going to go ahead and bring his machine down to pit road. You can see Kerry Trebu locking the tires here and there. A little bit of a wiggle to pit lane. Looks like both of the drivers get it woed up in time, and they'll head to the attention of their pit crews here tonight. And we're going to head a little bit back towards the front. Check in with this 01 of Aaron Kralik. He's had a little bit of handling problems here tonight, but everything looks to be smooth now. Adam Westfield's also staying out on track. Dalton Tucker back to your race leader, showing the way here on lap number 29. He's very close to securing the most laps led here tonight as well. So Tucker dropping the hammer. Man, he ain't letting up. He's going to have to let up now. There you can see race leader peeling off of the racing surface, and he'll come down pit lane. Aaron Kralik going to roll the dice. He's going to look to lead a lap here tonight. So for the first time here in the Brickyard 200, we've got a new race leader, a lead change here tonight at the Brickyard. Aaron Kralik going to take another trip around the track. And did you see him? It ain't no Tokyo Drift out there, but he was in a 4-wheel slide. Green flag run to kick things off here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the Brickyard 200, the ISCC Cup Series providing a great show. And how about this? Kralik gonna push it another lap or two. Adam Westfield gonna follow suit, and Shane Huffstutler back in that Napa Auto Parts number 9 Chevy Z01 Camaro. He's listed 18 seconds back to the rears of your top 2, but still out there on the track, yet to make his pit stop here tonight. Thomas Walter, big undercut. We've seen that 57 come to pit road before anybody else. And will anybody else take notice? Will crew chiefs be on the horn to get their drivers in early? What is the conversation for Kralik and Westfield right now? They see Walter came to pit road at least 3 laps sooner than anybody, and he's bought himself a little bit of time. It looks to be about 6.5 second gain for Walter over Rochelle with just a 3-lap difference. So the time you gain on fresh tires is absolutely huge. So Kralik giving up a lot of track time right now. A lot of track time on the stopwatch. To be a matter of fact, we'll let you know on the stopwatch. Last time around, Aaron Kralik, race leader, 56.07. 56.07 around this 2.5 mile track. Fastest man on the track is Kyle Rochelle, 53.81. Now Kerry Trebu gonna run a 53.22, so over 3 seconds a lap. 3 seconds a lap that he's losing. That is, it's gonna get close, man. If he stays out here much longer, it's gonna get close. He may fall all the way out of your top 10. This could be dangerous here. You can see the 12 of Ryan Ferraro a little bit loose off of turn number 4, back in the background, almost into the outside wall as Aaron Kralik continues to stay out there on track. And Thomas Walter, this is what we were saying about losing time. Thomas Walter has been able to get up and around that number 9 of Sean Huffstutler and walk away. Walk away from him, put 3 seconds between them already, and Huffstutler has still got to make his first green flag pit stop. Thomas Walter all ready to pit lane early here tonight, lap number 20. So he's going to have to make a long run at some point in time. Will this be the point in time to do it in tonight's races? He's got quite a bit of ground over Dalton Tucker, who was lights out, hands down, dominating this race. He's got himself about 7 or 8 seconds over Tucker right now, so he can play with the race lead just a little bit if he wants to. But, I mean, it's going to be, man, I'm telling you, Kralik, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right call, but once you laid your bed or made your bed, you got to lay in it, whatever that saying is. I always seem to mess that one up for some reason. I can't ever really get that saying right, but you know, whatever. Anyways. Green flag racing here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. All 34 laps have been clean and green here tonight, and looky here. Could Kralik be attempting a one-stop? I mean, 5 more laps. If he can find 5 more laps of fuel out there, he'll be able to make it on one stop. But the problem is, how much time is he going to be giving up here? I mean, you see it plain as day over on the left-hand side of your screen. And if you don't believe us, I'll tell you what, let's get rid of some of these graphics and try to bring this out for you. Let's see if we've got that pit road graphic. Do we got that, guys? Let me see that one out there, please. I'd appreciate that. There we go, right there. Pit stop strategies there. You can see Walter to pit road before anybody else around him. Patrick McClendon was next in line, but he was already back behind the 8 ball in the rears through about the mid back end of the portion of the field. McClendon gaining a little bit up 4 positions from where he was, and he's going to gain another one as he gets by Sean Huffstutler here, the number 9, dropping through the field. And I do believe Huffstutler on a one-stop strategy here. That's going to make the most sense for him in that 9. The Napa Auto Parts machine a little bit off on the power program here tonight, so a tough little break for him. But, I mean, you can see, as we said, the difference in these tire strategies and where these drivers have been able to rejoin the track. Tucker still one of the fastest out there on track, and he's got some of the freshest tires to go along with it. And if you're Aaron Kralik, you're gonna, man, you need to pit soon. Delta right now, fastest on and off pit road has been a 48-45 by Dalton Tucker, so that's the benchmark. We've got drivers all the way up into the 51-second bracket as well, so let's just go ahead and call it a 50-second pit road delta, and you've only got yourself a 14-second advantage. You're going to come back out on the track somewhere around 30 seconds behind. That's going to be a huge disadvantage to overcome. Even without stopping again, he's going to have to be on it. He's not going to be able to joke around. He's not going to be able to play around, but it looks like Aaron Kralik looking to stretch this thing and make it a one-stop. Oh, and I don't know. Coming to pit road right here, lap number 37. He'll cross the line and we'll begin lap number 38. But I just, man, I don't know. I think he may be a lap or two shy for being able to make that one-stop strategy really work out. Meanwhile, here we go back at the front. The AWS North Star Designs Toyota Camry of Thomas Walter shows the way. He's going to be our third race leader. It may be short-lived, though. Magic Man moment for that 24 of Dalton Tucker. The Team Watson Racing setup Ford Mustang going to move back to the top spot, and Tucker will take the point. Once again, Thomas Walter with a great strategy, great undercut. Just not able to parlay it into very many laps led here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway as we continue green flag racing here tonight. We're going to run close to that mid-race report. The driver highlights and spotlights, so what do you say we kick it off here on lap 39 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, showing the way right where he qualified, where he's been pretty much all night long. Your race leader inside of that 24 machine, Dalton Tucker, showing the way, looking for a visit to victory lane for the first time this season. Tucker, he's been on the podium all over the place, really just hasn't been able to piece it all together. Could tonight be the night at the Brickyard? Dalton Tucker shows the way. Back in the second position, up 4 spots from where he qualified, the Roanoke, Virginia native inside the AWS Toyota Camry North Star Designs machine, Thomas Walter, looking to have a fine run as well, looking for a strategy to try to get himself out front by the time this one is all said and done. Thomas Walter up 4 spots. He sits in second. Kyle Rochelle right behind him. The Orlando, Florida native, this Bud's for you, Bud Light. Kyle Rochelle. No, we're just kidding. We like to poke a little bit of fun at the profile picture there of Rochelle, just having a nice drink. You can't drink and drive, and I don't think he's drinking and driving out there tonight. This is going to take all of your attention, all of your concentration. A tough little track here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I guess we can't call it a little track. Kyle Rochelle sits in third. How about fourth big mover here tonight? The Huntington Beach, Florida native in the AGcompressor.com, number 7. Kerry Trebu making things work here tonight. He's up 2 positions from where he qualified. He's going to now move back to 5th as Tom Sinchek has taken away that 4th position. Sinchek looking to get back to 2nd where he qualified, dropped back during that first green flag run, but he has ran his way right back to the front. Can he get his fast, bold bow tie To the front, the Chevy Z01 Camaro 23 machine of Sinchek looking to work his way back inside the top 5. That's going to be it for your driver highlights and spotlights. Your mid-race rundown coming at you here now. 14 drivers took to the starting grid here tonight. We have still got all 14 out there on the track, but a little bit of trouble have struck with some of the camps here tonight. Looks like 2 drivers down off of the lead lap. Shane Huffstutler in that number 9 Napa Auto Parts machine. You can see him right there in front of Thomas Sinchek. He's going to be listed in the lucky dog spot, the first and only driver 1 lap down, then newcomer making his debut here tonight at the Brickyard 200. Matthew Johnson in the 04. He's going to be 4 laps down in 14th. So just past the halfway point, we've got just under 40 laps remaining here tonight. What a run this has been. All green flag racing here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And if that doesn't deserve a thumbs up, I don't know what will. So while you're here, while you're at it, race fans, go ahead and join us in that push to 3,000. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side of the screen. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, and you won't worry about a calendar no more. You'll get a nice little notification from us anytime we hit Trackside here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Great racing action coming at you 7 days a week right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Brickyard 200 in the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. And if you're looking to rub elbows with some of the stars in the ISCC, you can hit them up over there on Facebook. Check them out on Twitter as well as the iRacing League directory. Put in your application and see if you can make the cut to drive the Cup cars with these fast, tough, amazing drivers. Green flag racing, 44 laps at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What a drive, what an accomplishment so far here tonight. These drivers absolutely showing their skills, showing his skills. Speaking of skills, out front, checking out, walking away, walking the dog, whatever you want to call it. I mean, we can think of many names here, but yarding the field. I don't think I've seen this dominant of a race before in the ISCC. I mean, Dalton Tucker is absolutely lights out here tonight. I think every aspect in the race here tonight has kind of just fell right into his hands. Dalton Tucker, an 8-second advantage over Kyle Rochelle's Thomas Walter, going to fall back to third. We're going to check on that fastest lap of the race, and it's going to be a 53:09 by Gary Trebu. He was close to breaking in to some of those qualifying speeds. Trebu back running in the 5th position last time around. Fastest man on the racetrack. We're going to try to take a look, and who was it? It was Aaron Kralik, and that 01 Clean Tide machine working his way back up through the field, listed in the 9th position right now. 27 seconds back from your race leader, and what do you say, race fans? Dave can do math. We told you he was going to be about 30 seconds back, and just like that, abracadabra, 27 seconds back. Aaron Kralik, fastest man on the track. He's still got a little bit of ground to make up, about a second and a half faster last time around, at 53:42 to your race leader's 54:93. So yeah, right around that second and a half faster for the past handful of laps here. So he is gaining some ground. I just don't know that he's going to be able to pick up enough. I don't know if he can pick up enough ground, and I don't know if he can truly make it all the way to the end of tonight's race. It's gonna be a close one. We'll have to wait to see how it all pans out. Looks like only one driver making his second stop of the night, Patrick McClendon. And the Monster Energy number 45 Toyota Camry. McClendon gonna come to pit road on lap number 42. 5 laps ago, and he's going to be listed first driver, 1 lap down in the 12th position for the time being. And what do you say we go check on some other guys, huh? You got McClendon right there. He just worked his way off the pit road, so he's got those fresher tires. Will he be able to work his way back onto the lead lap? That will be a big boost for that driver's confidence if he's going to really buy into the strategy that they're playing here tonight. That Monster Energy Toyota Camry has got to find a way to get himself unlapped here. Gonna go side by side with the race leader across the bricks. Lap number 48 gonna go on the board now down to the inside, and he's not gonna find it. Oh. Whew. McClendon gonna grab the spot as the team Watson Racing setup number 24 of Dalton Tucker says, you know what? You can have it. I still got you by about 45 seconds, so you know what? Go ahead, have at it. I'm going to go ahead and just hang out right here. Still building that gap, still building that race lead, now knocking on the door of a 9-second advantage. Dalton Tucker, man, fast here tonight. Go back to one of your only battles on the racetrack. Let's go check out Thomas Walter in that 57 machine, the AWS North Star Designs Toyota Camry of Thomas Walter. Made that big undercut to come to pit road a handful of laps before his fellow competitors was able to make his way to the race lead for about a half a corner or so. About a half a straightaway. I mean, let's give the guy some credit here. He did get an official lap led, but now those older tires are really starting to show their ugly head. And Walter going to drop yet another spot. He'll move back to 4th with a fast carry. Trebu trying to run them down. WT right there. And that green machine heading down the backstretch now trying to chase down the trio in front. Sean Hofstetler sits in that Napa Auto Parts number 9 machine listed 1 lap down, first driver. 1 lap down in the 13th position. He's going to look to try to find his way back up around the track. And I tell you what, we haven't done it very much here tonight, but what do you say we go get a little closer to the track, huh? Let's get you up close and personal with some of these drivers and cars as they go screaming by your screen. Oh my goodness, gonna go on board with Thomas Walter. Did you see Tom Sinchek coming to pit road? Sinchek may have some big time trouble now. Looked like he had a problem hitting pit lane, and when we joined the in-car camera here with Thomas Walter, you can hear him playing with the throttle on his machine. He's having a little bit of a rough go in the grip department. You can see those hands really working the wheel. Let's move across the car. Let's go take a look at the visor cam here. You can see those digital camera rear view mirrors up there to the top of the screen. tiptoeing through the tulips on the bottom of the racetrack. Thomas Walter trying to keep the machine underneath him. We'll jump back outside of the car once again as Kerry Trebu, we told you he was on his way up here, and there he is. He's going to move to the bottom of the racetrack, look for the position. Heading into turn number 1, we've got a battle for third. Kerry Trebu looking to fight his way into a podium position. Less than 30 laps remaining here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We want to thank you all for joining us here tonight. We want to give a big time shout out to each and every one of the sponsors joining us here in season number 6. As always, Bud Kicker jumping on board, sponsoring a few things within the league and along the way this season here. So another big time shout out and tip of the cap to Bud Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Also, big time shout out to Mountain Mafia Kennels out of Haywood County, North Carolina. Some of the best American bully breeders you will find. They ship all over the East Coast. If you're in the market for a great American bully, and yes, they are ABKC registered and recognized top line breeders. You can check them out on Facebook as well as Instagram. That's Mountain Mafia Kennels. As always, North Star Designs joining us here in season number 6. They've been with us since the start of the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. So a big time shout out to North Star Designs. If you need your car wrapped, you're looking for a great paint scheme, doesn't matter what machine it is, when you're looking for some nice work, look to the stars, North Star Designs. Simbox Store coming back on board, sponsoring a handful of things this season as well. So on board once again here in season number 6, Simbox Store, you really push our buttons. I want to give another big shout out to the Pump and Dump Clothing Company, your average duck hunter enthusiast clothing. They've got camouflage, they've got tons of stuff, they've even got a little bit of league things for you to go over there and find as well. You can find some of the descriptions down below. If you're looking for some great iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series gear, you can head on over to PumpAndDumpClothingCompany.com. Lap number 55 now gonna go on the board. We're knocking on the door of just 25 laps now remaining. And slowly but surely, we're starting to see drivers make those second round of green flag pit stops. Max Bonner in a 51 Max Motorsports machine. He's going to come down pit lane this time around. He's going to make his second stop of the night. Jesse Thornick, Ryan Ferraro, Tom Sinchek, all making a second stop, and Sinchek gonna have more troubles. Looks like they're giving him the kill it sign, and he's gonna drop the hood, and they will begin to push that 23 Chevy Z01 Camaro down pit lane. So a tough break here tonight for Sinchek. He'll walk away in 14th. More drivers coming to pit lane. Kyle Rochelle, Thomas Walter, they'll peel off of the track and down pit lane this time around, so look for them to rejoin near the front of the field. When will race leader Dalton Tucker come to pit road, though? 16-second advantage. 16 seconds. You can all but coast a whole lap around here and probably barely give up that race lead. This could go a long way here for Tucker. I mean, if you're on the spotter stand, you got to be talking to your driver. You got to let them know the gaps. You got to let them know, hey, look, you are miles in front of the field right now. When I say miles, I'm not joking. 2.5 mile track, I guarantee you he's about a mile and a half out in front of everybody. About a third. Well, yeah, maybe not quite a mile and a half, maybe about a mile, but he has got himself a huge advantage. Isaac Mock going to bring his Ford Mustang down pit road to the attention of his pit crew for the second time here tonight. He'll drop from the running order. He'll run down pit lane in the 5th spot for now. He's going to give up a little bit of track position as we continue green flag racing here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Green flag racing since the drop of the green flag here tonight. No cautions to speak of with less than 25 to go. Already snatching the Pumpin' Up Clothing Company qualifying award. He's going to have the pole position points in his back pocket. Looking to lead the most laps here tonight as well. And he's already going to check that one off of the list. Can he check that final box? 23 laps for him to make his way into victory lane. Will he be able to find a way to make it work? Will he find a way to finally, I don't want to say the bridesmaid curse, but almost. I mean, we've talked to him in 3rd, we've talked to him in 2nd, we've talked to him multiple times this season. Can Tucker finally make it work and finally get to victory lane? As he's going to come off of the track and down to pit lane this time around. Adam Westfield looks to stay out on the speedway, I believe. We'll take a look at Westfield there. You can see him off of turn number 4, and indeed the North Star Designs number 17 machine. He's going to stay out on the racetrack. He's going to take over the top spot now as we head back down into turn number 1. New race leader, our 4th different race leader of the night, our 5th lead change. Overall, Westfield going to get a point or 2 for leading a lap here, so a great job to parlay this thing into a little bit of points for him. How long will Westfield stay out? We're almost there. We've got 22 to go. Don't go anywhere. Or I tell you what, if you want to go, I suggest you go now. Go get you your last drink, get you the last bowl of popcorn, because we've got a great finish to a great race here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Great run by all of these drivers. Complete green flag racing here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It doesn't get much better than that. Adam Westfield get a pull off of the track and down to pit lane now. What will Dalton Tucker do? There he is, already down the pit road, already back out front. He's going to make the pass easily as Westfield is on pit lane. And that's what we were talking about. Tucker kind of had this thing to where he could do what he wanted. He's got to be careful not to overstep the boundaries, not hit that outside wall. No fast repair for these drivers. So if something goes wrong, it's going to go wrong big time. And with Westfield just now in his pit box, Dalton Tucker going to take the top spot back once again with 21 laps to go. Pure domination here tonight from the Team Watson Racing Setup Machine. Dalton Tucker lights out. And, well, I think something's going to have to happen. I mean, they're going to need a caution from something, whether it's a water bottle and debris or a hot dog wrapper, whatever it may be. The field out there, they're screaming debris on the track. They're trying to get a caution if they can to try to close things up, because Dalton Tucker, he is just absolutely gone. Going to look through the running order, and it looks like everybody indeed has made their final stop of the night. Sean Huffstetler still working that one-stop strategy. Huffstetler inside of the top 10, but for how long on much older tires. Came down to pit lane back on lap, I believe it was lap number 38. So he's been out there for quite some time as we now have just 20 to go here from Indy. And we are in that 52-second category. Kerry Trebu, how about that? He's going to lay down a time faster and race trim than what we qualified with here tonight. That AGcompressors.com number 7 machine absolutely lights out. He's got some speed here tonight, but he's a little bit behind. Can he somehow find a way to grab 2 more spots in 19 laps and finish in a podium position? We'll have to wait to see. We'll have to wait to find out. Best lap of the race turned in last time around by race leader as well, or I should say a personal best, 53.03 in tonight's race for Dalton Tucker. He's not been able to break into that 52-second category that we've seen him run in qualifying. Only Kerry Trebu down in that 52-second category, so a great run here by Trebu. Coming on strong at the end of tonight's race, Max Fonner looking to be his next victim. Big shout out to that Max Motorsports machine as well. The 51 of Max Fonner started all the way back in 9th position, up 5 spots from where he qualified. He is going to be listed as your biggest mover of the race right now. Up 5 positions. Next man in line would be Huffstutler back at that 9th spot, up 4 positions. But the tip of the cap, the nod for the biggest mover, would belong to Fonner if he can keep himself inside of the top 5. And there they are, battling still. Back behind Max Fonner, you can find the 17 of Adam Westfield and the 01 Tide machine of Aaron Kralik. They've been battling with each other all race long, but when they extended that first fuel run, when they stayed out on the track much longer than what the rest of the drivers around them did, they really put themselves in a box, and now they find themselves multiple seconds back off of the race lead, almost 20 seconds, almost a half a lap down. That's what 20 seconds basically equates to. I mean, 53 seconds around the track, and they are 20 seconds back. Tough run here now ahead of them. They're going to look for a caution, or I won't say look for one, but they sure wouldn't mind one. Both are going to look to make their way around Max Fonner, as Fonner going to lose 2 positions now. Came to pit road a little bit earlier than the rest of the drivers on the track right here for this final run to the checkered flag. And it's not going to pan out. It is not going to work out for that 51. Fonner going to fall now back to 7th. We got a new fastest lap last time around. Aaron Kralik gonna just edge out Kerry Trebu. He's gonna put down a 52.88, so yet another driver to break into that 52-second bracket, but I think it is all but too late. Dalton Tucker out front. Almost a 10-second advantage here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard. One of those tracks that if you can really get away, you can find yourself with a pretty easy day, and it has all been but a walk in the park. Tonight for Dalton Tucker, smooth as chicken lips out there, ripping the lip down there, catfishing through the corners. Absolutely amazing job here tonight. And yeah, those are dirt racing kind of characteristics, but I mean, Tucker, it doesn't matter where he's ran on the track here tonight. He's just been quick. You can see still over the course of the run, he came to pit road before a handful of drivers, and he's still pulling away. Older tires and pulling away. What more could you ask for? I mean, besides that, they tear the thing down to make sure it's legal. I mean, if I'm in the field, that's what I'm doing. I'm protesting right now. I'm all over the radio. How in the world is he that quick? We need to know. We need to find out whether that thing's even legal, because, I mean, he is just lights out fast in the heads and shoulders above the field here tonight. Great race from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The Brickyard 200, all but in the hands, all but in the bag for Dalton Tucker. Close race now, 4th, 5th, 6th on the racetrack. Adam Westfield and Aaron Kralik, they're going to catch up to Kerry Trebu, who runs in that 4th position. So a little drama begins to build here late in the race for these iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series drivers. Not able to complete the pass, and he's going to block the move to the bottom. Trebu going to make a move to the bottom of the racetrack, halfway down the backstretch. Open up the inside lane once again down into turn number 3. Not going to take a look is Westfield. Westfield will stay sitting in that 5th spot for the moment. He's going to have a look here in turn 4. Has a look, looking to get the run off of the corner, and here comes Kralik. Watch for Kralik to join Westfield, and they're going to power right around. The draft will overpower the single machine on the outside. Aaron Kralik able to push Westfield clean and clear up and around that 7 of Trebu, and he's going to follow suit. Door was opened. He walked right through it. Now Westfield moves the 4th. Kralik back to 5th. And, well, we were looking for an opportunity throughout tonight's race to somehow bring you the overall point standings, but these drivers had a little bit different on their mind here tonight. That it looks to be like we're going to run this thing on out. Completely green flag here tonight. So we'll get into a little of your point standings coming into race number 8 here this week. The Brickyard 200 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Walking into race number 8, Tom Sinchek led the points, but only by 2 points. Max Bonner and Kyle Rochelle just 2 points back, and it looks like with a rough go here, Sinchek out of tonight's race. He's going to fall through the point standings as both Fauner and Rochelle having better runs. Rochelle having the best of the two, though. He's going to look to take over the points lead, leaving Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Aaron Kralik and Isaac Mock right there inside of your top 5. Dalton Tucker 28 points back, tied with Isaac Mock for the time being, but can Tucker finally put a check mark in the race win column here tonight with an 11.9, making a 12-second lead. I think he's all but done the job here tonight, and that should give his point standings a little boost as well. Thomas Walter, Ryan Ferraro, Adam Westfield, and Patrick McClendon, your last drivers inside of your top 10 in the point standings. Let's see, do we got any battles going on the track right now? Let's see, besides this one right here, it looks like this is pretty much your only battle on the track, as now the 14 of Jesse Thornick. He's got trouble, smoke boiling out of his machine. He's going to head to pit lane. Thornick's day is going to be done. Matthew Johnson going to try to stay out there and leapfrog Thornick. So some woes plaguing the engines on some of these machines here tonight. Looks like some trouble out there for a handful of teams as we get a little closer to the track, get a little closer to this battle for that 4th and 5th position. They're slowly closing in on 3rd place. Thomas Walter not too far off in front of them. There you can see that AWS number 57 machine, the Toyota Camry, right on corner exit. He's right there, and they are looking to run him down. Down to the inside goes Kralik, and he's going to take the spot. Nice little slide job there. But no crossover attempt out of that 17. He's going to be fined running right behind Kralik as they continue to close in on Thomas Walter. Walter losing ground to Rochelle. So unless we've got a late race incident, it looks like your top 2 positions will be in the bag. It looks like it's all but over at the front of the field. There you can see race leader Dalton Tucker going up and around Patrick McClendon, putting him back 1 lap down. The 45 Monster Energy machine, he's raced his absolute guts out, his butt off. He's threw him up there on the dash, but it just hasn't been enough here tonight as we've got less than 10 to go. 9-8 when we cross the line. This time around, Dalton Tucker, man. You know what? Dalton, I'm done talking about you. We'll talk in Victory Lane because that's where you're going to show up, I promise you. I mean, unless you got a tire blow, or the engine grenades, he's going to have the checkered flag. That's all there is to it. Kyle Rochelle right here running in that second position, trying to make his way around the 12 machine of Ryan Ferraro. Ferraro listed in 10th, second driver, one lap down, so a late race caution right now would not play into the hands of Ferraro. He may be able to stay out and get his lap back, but he'd have much older tires, so it wouldn't really pan out very well for him. So Rochelle looking to finish here tonight in that second spot, because I don't know how he'd ever run down Dalton Tucker 13 seconds out front with 7 laps to go. That is a huge ask. Meanwhile, these guys still going at it, but it's gonna be a trio tangoing on the track. The 57 of Thomas Walter running in the final podium spot, and we're going to have a 3-way battle for the third spot here tonight. Third and final. Oh my goodness. Super loose out of turn number 1 for Rochelle, and a little bit of touch of the outside wall for Kralik. They're hanging it out here on lap number 74. Absolutely just throwing it around out there. Aaron Kralik able to make the pass and move himself into the third position. Third and the final spot on the podium right now belongs to that 01 of Aaron Kralik. And man, I can't tell you, I can't praise these drivers enough. I mean, I've seen a lot of great leagues. I've seen a ton of great drivers, but these guys right here take the cake week in, week out. Solid, long green flag runs over and over again. And here we are at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard, and we're going to stay green flag racing from beginning to end. Complete green flag racing here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So a big tip of the cap to this entire field, and a big tip of the cap, man, to this league, the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. Absolutely amazing here tonight at the Brickyard. I could have all but bet you we were going to see at least one caution flag fly, and well, I would have lost money, so I'm happy I didn't make the bet. But who had Tucker on their list, huh? Out there in the chat, all the fans in the stands out there listening. Did you ever even have Tucker on the radar to come into Indy and walk away with a dominating race-winning performance like he has here tonight? I don't know. 13.3 second advantage for your race leader as he makes his way back down the front stretch. He'll cross the yard of bricks and receive the 4 to go. This time around, we've got ourselves less than 10 miles remaining, only 4 more circuits around the track. Tucker gonna capture that checkered flag. We're going to look back through the field, though. We're going to go back to the only battle on the racetrack, and it's a battle between teammates. Thomas Walter and Adam Westfield battling 4th and 5th on the racetrack right now. And I believe this is just going to be for, I don't want to necessarily say bragging rights, but it's going to be for bragging rights. You know, one of these drivers is going to walk into headquarters tomorrow with their chest poked out a little bit more and have a little bit to say throughout the week as we get in preparation to head to Texas Motor Speedway, coming at you next Thursday. I apologize. It's Thursday, Dave. Next Thursday night, followed up by Auto Club, and then we'll head to Atlanta Motor Speedway here with the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series before we head into the holiday break. So as we move forward to the holidays, do want to take a moment to wish everybody a happy holiday season. Hope you enjoy the times with your friends and family. Maybe a few fans might find their way into the mix as well. Want to give a big shout out to some of the Turn 3 posse members going to be making a trip here very shortly to the World Nationals down there at the dirt track at Charlotte. So want to give a big shout out to all of the guys going to be making that trip. That's going to be one heck of a night or a weekend of racing involved down there at the dirt track at Charlotte. Can't believe it's already going to be about another year in the bag for us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, and it's all because of you, all because of the fans out there watching week in, week out, as the popsicle sticks have went on display last time around for Dalton Tucker, the 2 to go sign. Now out there on the track, and there you see Tucker. He's looking to finish this thing on off. He's going to head down the backstretch. He's got about, 6 more corners to go here tonight. Right at 2.5 miles remaining. Dalton Tucker has finally been able to piece it all together. Solid happy hour. Great qualifying effort. Started pole position. Led the most laps here tonight. And he's gonna head to the start-finish line, and here we go. White flag flies. Final lap. It's the one to go here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The KL Customs, a 1 to go coming out here on lap number 80. What a run tonight for this number 24 Team Watson Racing setup Ford Mustang. Fast Fords showing the way here tonight, and he is continuing to put distance between himself in second. Dalton Tucker not playing, not pulling punches. Final 2 corners, final time into turn number 3, and here we come off of turn number 4. This time around, Dalton Tucker will see the checkered flag fly, and it will be in hand. He can put himself on the list of race winners here in season number 6. Crossing the line, checkered flag flies. Here in the Brickyard 200, and walking away with that race win is Dalton Tucker. Kyle Rochelle going to finish in second. Aaron Graylick right behind him in third. Thomas Walter, Adam Westfield, Kerry Trebu, Max Fonner, Isaac Mock, Patrick McClendon, and Ryan Ferraro round out your top 10 in tonight's Brickyard 200. So job well done to your top 10. But how about this man on screen walking away with the race win here tonight? Dalton Tucker, what a run, what a night. Job well done, my man. And this is going to be a sweet victory for this 24. He's been trying to get here all season long, and he's finally going to get the job done at Indianapolis Motor Speedway as he brings his machine to a crawl. Getting ready to give the fans in the stands a smoke show. Sold out, packed house for the 8th week in a row. Job well done. A little bit of contact with the wall. We'll have to work on these celebration donuts. But Dalton Tucker finally getting the thing corralled, and he's going to burn this one on down. And as he enjoys his race winning performance and his post-race victory celebrations, we're going to head off to a brief commercial break. Get set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. back trackside for your post-race show. Already in the bag. The Brickyard 200 green flag racing all the way through, all 80 laps scheduled here tonight. We're going to stay green flag racing the entire time. Want to run for everybody here tonight. Big tip of the cap to all the competitors that started tonight's race, but let's dive right into it. Let's get to some of your post-race interviews, and let's see if we can't catch up with the man that finished third here tonight, walking away with the final podium spot here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Aaron, it's Dave. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, my man. How you doing? How you feeling after a little bit of a long go here tonight at Indy? Completely green flag racing. Was there anything you may have been able to do different on the strategy?
Well, first off, I feel tired. My wrists and everything are hurting, but I would have loved a break. But kudos to everyone who showed up tonight, everyone on track, even nice, clean and green. You love to see that. But no, as for strategy wise, I don't know, man. Tucker was just dominant the entire race. And we were all thinking that first run, he jutted out there for about 4 or 5 seconds ahead. We thought, oh, hey, we'll see him in like 10 laps, 10, 15 laps. Those 10, 15 laps rolled by. He's about 10 seconds ahead. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know what's going on here. So I think all that I could have done better is maybe try to save fuel, maybe go one stop. But that would have been I would have been going pretty slow around this place. I'd had to save about 7 laps worth. So it wasn't really going to be worth it in the end.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, we'll clue you into that one stopper. It looks like we did have one driver really attempt that one stopper, and he just about made it, but did have to come to pit road for a second time. So, unfortunately, it really didn't pan out and work out for him. He did gain a little bit of positions throughout the race, but not a race-winning strategy by any means. But on to something else here, Aaron. A great third-place finish for you here tonight.
Thank you.
But Sinchek came into tonight's race as your points leader. He's going to walk away with 14th place points here tonight. You were only 9 points back. I believe you may be working your way into leading the point standings heading into Texas. So we'll have to wait to see how all the official points get laid down. But that's got to be a good shot in the arm as we get ready to go into the holiday season as well. So how you feeling about Texas next week?
Oh, man, it's NIS there a few weeks ago. I felt pretty good there, but that was with an open set. I haven't raced there with the fixed set, so this should be pretty fun. Excuse me. Should be pretty good. But yeah, no, that sucks for Tom, man. He had great long run speed, and he was he was looking pretty good there. I think I'd have to double check the points, but I think Isaac Mock, he might be close to, if not the points leader. If it'll be very close though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty close. We're not going to be premature about giving you those that overall championship lead just yet. I don't know. It's going to be close, but nonetheless, man, great race here tonight for you in that Tide crew, walking away with third. So congratulations on a great run. And before we let you go, you want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Oh yeah, no, I'd like to thank everyone who came out and watched us out on Turn 3 Motorsports or Turn 3 Network. Thank you for broadcasting, and thank the drivers in the league putting on a heck of a show, and just felt pretty good. And moving on to Texas.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations on a great showing here tonight. And we'll see if we can't catch up with you next week at Texas.
Oh, hope so.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words for the man that walked away in third. Final podium spot belongs to the tied Chevy ZL1 Camaro of Aaron Kralik, and that will move us right along in the running order, and we're going to see if we can't now catch up with the man that walked away in second. We're going to see if we can't stop by this 21 machine real quick. Kyle, it's Dave. You got us?
Yes.
Hey, man, great race, great finish, second place showing here tonight. Do you think there was anything different you may have been able to do to get that lead, or were we going to see, or were you going to have a caution?
No, yeah, I would have needed a caution. I definitely wasn't faster, and maybe if we got a caution with like 10 to go, I could have done something. But I'm just glad I came away with a P2, and we ran pretty well for the most part.
Well, Kyle, you came into tonight's race only 2 points back. I believe only 2 points back from the overall points lead. So tonight's race, you're going to be close to taking over the overall point standings. It's going to be close between you and Kralik. It's going to be a tight battle there. We'll see how the chips fall on that, but next 3 weeks, we've got some pretty different tracks coming up. We're going to head to Texas Auto Club, then down to Atlanta. I believe it's going to be the Repave Atlanta at that. So some crazy racing coming up here in the next 3 weeks. Out of those 3 tracks, is there any one that you may have circled that, hey, we're going to get this thing back to victory lane?
All of them, honestly. I think we can win all 3 of those. Atlanta, the new Atlanta, pretty much a super speedway, so you still gotta save tires, but Auto Club, definitely like Auto Club. I think that'll be a close one. I think there's a lot of guys there that can win that as well, so it'll be a challenge, but I think we can do it.
Well, we're going to look to see if we can't talk to you back into victory lane. Then at least one of those 3, we're going to have to try to hold you to it. I'm going to have to talk to the league owners and see if we can't make a little rule here. Like, you think you can get to victory lane? Well, if you don't, then you're going to start last in, after the Thanksgiving break. You want to run with it? You think you got it that good?
Yeah, I'm always up for anything.
Fighting words! You heard it. Fighting words. Uh-oh.
No, I always enjoy a challenge, and trying as hard as you can. So it'd be cool.
Well, Kyle,
definitely
man,
a lot of guys that can win any race, so it's always tough.
Oh, absolutely. You guys have got some of the greatest talent out there on the iRacing platform, man. A great race here tonight. Green flag the entire time. So you got to be on top of your game week in, week out. Looks like you've been that way so far this season. Looking for your second checkered flag, but going to come up just a little bit short here tonight. Going to walk away with second. So before we let you go, Kyle, you know the drill. You know how we do things here. So we're going to step back, and Mike is yours.
Second's always good. Third's always good too. So just gotta thank you guys, Turn 3, the whole league. Tom, Late Apex Racing. Unfortunately, he had an incident. Yeah, hopefully we're top of the boards again this week and go into next week feeling strong.
All right, well, Kyle, my man, again, congratulations on a great run here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you in at least one of these next 3 weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there you have it, right to the point. Kyle Rochelle, he put them on notice, didn't he? He told them, well, he told us, he didn't tell them. He thinks he can win any of these next 3 races, so look for that 21 Late Apex machine to be quick yet again. He's going to be quick here tonight. He'll finish in second, and that's going to move us right in to victory lane. Let's go see if we can't have some words with the man throwing champagne and caviar around in victory lane here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Man, what a way to get your first race win, Dalton. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, man.
Man, as you heard us say, your first race win this season coming at Indianapolis here tonight. Does the fact that you won here at Indy make that first win this season any sweeter, or are you just happy to finally get to victory lane?
Shoot, the way this season's gone, I'm just honestly happy to finish a race with a fast car at the end. It's been a mess this year compared to last year. Last year ran extremely good, just didn't run that many races, and this year it's been a battle every week. And after having such a big lead at Richmond and losing that race just with the tire fall off and other people saving better, it's just it's a different car this year.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of a different car. And I'm not sure if everybody in the league knows this, but there was a little bit of an update to the track that was put out. I believe it was put out today. So maybe things slightly shifting your way with the way that the update went for tonight's track, but we're not going to key in on that. What we're going to key in on here is we finally get to talk to you in victory lane. I mean, we've talked to you in a third place finish, we've talked to you in a second place finish, so now that you check the final box and get that race win, do you think you're going to be able to get back to victory lane anymore this season? How you feeling about these next couple weeks? Is there any particular track that you have circled on your calendar like that's going to be the one?
I mean, honestly, we go to Texas, Auto Club Atlanta. I like all of those. Just I've been on the service for a long time, and I've ran a lot of laps there. But you know that the new Atlanta is more like a Daytona, so there anything could go there. And I mean, honestly, all the ovals remaining, I really like them. But it's with this new car, new package, it's anything can go and anybody can win. Honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen, I don't want to say some surprises, but we've seen a lot of fresh faces in victory lane this season, and you're going to continue that trend for the league here tonight. So congratulations on that top spot. First checkered flag of the season here in season number 6 for the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. So, Dalton, before you head off with the victory lane celebrations and continue partying the night away, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
I definitely got to give a shout out to Isaac and Matt that he was new tonight, but both them and Team Watson for coming. Give a shout out to you as always for doing the broadcast. I'm sure it wasn't the greatest broadcast, just with big track, people getting spaced out, but it's always nice to have a race go green to green or flag to flag like that, and hopefully we can carry this momentum into the next couple weeks with some familiar tracks.
Absolutely, man. Well, I want to just disagree. It can't be much better than, I mean, ISCC and Turn 3 together. I mean, that's great racing no matter where we go. I'm just saying.
I think I might agree with you.
Well, Dalton, congratulations on the checkered flag here tonight. Glad to finally talk to you in victory lane. And until next time, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, man.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from Dalton Tucker, a little bit modest in his victory lane interview. Staying humble, staying down to earth. Dalton Tucker dominated here tonight and act like it was a little rough for him at times, but well in the bag, well in hand here tonight. Dalton Tucker going to walk away with his first victory of the season. Tucker will finish first, and that's going to pretty much do it for us here tonight. We're going to begin to cut off the lights and roll up the cords and get ready to head to Texas Motor Speedway, but producers hitting the buttons in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results right here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the Brickyard 200 for the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. Snatching the checkered flag, first race win of the season for that 24, Dalton Tucker walks away your race winner. Kyle Rochelle back in second with Aaron Kralik. Finishing out the podium positions, Thomas Walter back in fifth. Adam Westfield gonna slide home in fifth. Sixth place belongs to Kerry Trebu. Max Bonner back in seventh. Isaac Mock in the 16 machine. He's gonna finish in eighth position. Patrick McClendon gonna park that Monster Energy number 45 home in ninth, and rounding out your top 10 here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the 12 of Ryan Ferraro. Shane Huffstetler able to bring that Napa Auto Parts number 9 home to 11th here tonight. Matthew Johnson, newcomer, debut tonight at the Brickyard. He's going to move home in 12th. Jesse Thornick back in 13th. And Tom Sinchek finishes tonight's race after trouble in the 14th and final running position. And that's going to do it for your running order here tonight, as we look forward to some great racing action coming up over the next handful of weeks. We're going to head to Texas Motor Speedway next week. They do it big in Texas, and we're going to do it big once again with the iRacing Stunt Car Challenge Cup Series. But before we go, as always, join us in that push to 3,000. Drop these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. So with some great racing still left, we're going to get ready to fire things off once again next week. So with all that being said, without you, there would be no us. Stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until we see you again, we'll meet you in Turn 3.